There are 4 types of learning styles: visual, auditory, reading, writing, or kinesthetic. Let's take a closer look into the types of learners. Understanding your type of learning style can be beneficial for several reasons. It can help you remember information the first time you hear it, reduce the amount of time you need to absorb it, figure out which are the best and most efficient ways for you to learn, and understand which types of tests you may excel on and which might be more difficult. Knowing your learning style can also be beneficial in helping learn your students' learning styles. Let's take a closer look at the 4 types of learning styles. Visual learners prefer to see info and visualize the relationships between ideas. Some good teaching tactics are to give visual learners charts and graphics, make presentations highly visual, and show relationships between various points. These types of learners tend to be fast talkers, may interrupt, need quiet study time, may think in pictures, take detailed notes, and learn by seeing charts and diagrams. Auditory learners prefer to hear info rather than read or see it displayed visually. Tactics for teaching auditory learners are teaching them to recite information out loud to remember it, giving them a chance to repeat points back to you and asking questions, and calling for audience answers. Characteristics of these types of learners tend to speak slowly and explain things well, tend to be natural listeners, think linearly, read slowly, and prefer to hear rather than read information. Kinesthetic learners are hands-on experimental learners. They learn best by doing. Tactics for teaching these types of learners are sprinkle in few exercises that get your kids to stand up and move around in order to demonstrate or experience certain points. Role-playing can be a great tool for these learners. You can also have kinesthetic learners write down things in order to remember after they move through them. The characteristics of these types of learners tend to be slow talkers, learn by doing and solving real-life problems, need several breaks when studying, can't sit still for long or get fidgety, or suffer from short attention spans. The last type of learners can be your reading and writing learners. These learners learn best when they read or write. They interact with text, and it's more powerful than hearing or seeing images. They also like to memorize things with reading and writing. Teaching tactics for these types of learners would be written quizzes that give them a chance to write down what they have learned. They like annotated handouts of presentations so that they can read along with you. So, what kind of learner are you? Are you the visual learner, the auditory learner, the kinesthetic learner, or the read and write learner? Help your students learn what kind of learner they are to best help them learn in the classroom.